Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Usman Ali. The video that I'm recording is the numerical solution of example number 2 related to the interest rate parity. So let's go through the numerical. Let's assume that we have $800,000 present with us. So by this we get an idea that dollar is our domestic currency. The current spot rate of pounds is $1.62 per pound, means 1 pound is equal to $1.62. That's the spot rate. And a 90-day forward rate, 90-day means 3 months. So after 3 months we expect that this same pound will be equal to 1 pound will be equal to $1.5888. So you can say that the value of pound will decrease in the future. That is expected. Pound is our foreign currency because we have dollars, so dollar would be assumed or considered as our domestic currency. The 90-day interest rate is 2%. Normally interest rates are shown in an annual basis, PA basis, per annum basis, but here this 2% does not represent 1 year, it represents exactly the same 90 days. And the 90-day interest rate for the UK is 4%, so in the US it is 2% and for the UK it is 4%. As a US citizen, if you have $400,000, so you have an option that you can deposit money in your domestic market or you can deposit money in your foreign market. If you are depositing money in the domestic market, then you are rightful to receive 2% interest on your investment or present value. While if you choose to invest money in UK or British pounds, then you will receive 4% interest on your deposits. Let's see that if the depositor or the investor deposits in the domestic market, so what will be the value at the end of 90 days? So if we choose to invest in the domestic market, then our step number 1 will be that we will directly deposit money in the USA market or US market, and the interest rate here will be 2% as given in the numerical. The present value or the money that we deposit is $800,000, and the number of turns or the number of periods will be 1, and this 1 turn or 1 period represents 90 days actually. So why I have used 1 here? It's because the interest rate is also for 90 days and we will also deposit for 90 days also. So it's like 1 turn. We will receive interest only for 1 time, that's 2%. Once the money is deposited, then we have to wait for 90 days to pass on. The 90 days once finishes, then we would go to the bank and we will ask for our money back. Now obviously we will receive our present value along with the profit that we have earned here. So how much profit we will earn, and in total how much money we are rightful to receive or we are expecting. For that we will use the future value simple formula, and our present value that we deposited is $800,000. That's what we deposited, while the interest rate is 2% and the number of years are 1. By the way, the whole numerical I have already solved it because you have a very strong understanding of the cover interest arbitrage and the basic present value future value concepts and currency conversions also. So it's kind of like a repetition thing, that's why I have already solved it. That will save time in MBs. So if I simplify this equation, so I will plus the numbers inside the parenthesis, 1 plus 0.02, which becomes 1.02, and then I will take the power as 1. I'm not taking the power as 90. I earlier explained why, because 90 days is representing 1 period, 1 turn, and we are investing money also for the same 1 turn, that's 90 days, that's why 1. And then we multiply it with the present value, so we get $8,16,000. So it means that we will receive our $800,000 back along with $16,000 profit, which is 2% on our investment. So that's the money we will receive if we choose to invest money in the domestic market. Let's invest our money in the foreign market and let's see how much we can receive. Now if you are investing money in foreign market, then you must convert your $800,000 first to British pounds. So that's our step number 1. Convert this $800,000 that we have into British pounds. Now the conversion rate, the current spot market rate that's given to us is 1 pound is equal to $1.62. which can be written in the P by Q shape as dollar divided by pound is equal to 1.62. And then we will apply the currency in hand rule, which says currency in hand must be written at the bottom. We have $800,000 and we want to convert it to pounds, so mean dollar should come down. Okay, so if you see here in the second P by Q form, the dollar is down and pound is up, and that's why we have 1 divided by 1.62. You know this concept because of currency arbitrage topic. If I divide 1 by 1.62, we will get $1 is equal to 0.617284, and this is rounded value. Now, as compared to my previous numerical, in the previous numerical I took 4 decimal, here I'm taking 6 decimal. Why? Because I have a bigger value here. Like I have 6 digit figure here, 6 digit figure here with 50 and 18. So that's why I've taken 6 decimals also. So my $800,000 would be quantity 800,000 multiplied by the rate, and from this $800,000 we will get 4,93,827 $827 pounds that we will get. Once we get this pound, what I'm going to do is that I will deposit this in step number 2. I will deposit this 8,93,827 pounds into the bank, and the bank will offer me 4% interest for the 90 days. So that's 4%, and 90 days is equal to 1 term. After that, in step 3, I will wait for 90 days, and once the 90 days are finished, then I will go back to the bank and I will take my money back along with profits. How much profit and how much in total I will get back, for that future value calculations will be used. The money that I deposited was 4,93,827, while the interest rate is 4% and the number of turns is 1 year. So we plus 0.04 with 1, and then we take the power also, so we get 1.04, which eventually will be multiplied with my present value of 4,93,827. That gives me a future value of 5,13,580 pounds, which means that this is the money that I will receive from the bank. Now I am a US citizen, and in order to pay my personal expenses, bills, I need dollars. I do not need pounds. So my last step would be to convert whatever I have received from the British bank into US dollars. And as I will do this conversion after 90 days, so this time forward rate will be applied on it, and it will become the rate would be $1.5888 per pound. So this is that exchange rate, dollar divided by pound equal to 1.5888. Again, I'm going to apply the currency rule here. Currency rule is currency in hand must be written at the bottom. We have pounds in hand and we want to convert it to dollars. Pound is already at the bottom, so there is no issue here. 1 pound is equal to $1.5888, which will be multiplied with the number of pounds that I am converting, and we receive $815,975. Although this is slightly less than what I'm getting in my domestic market, but how much slightly less? $25 only. Okay, and then we can say it's like almost a parity situation, because if you consider taxes and other things, so it's kind of that thing that because it is possible that the US charges a higher tax percentage, let's say 10% on your earnings, interest earnings, while the UK only charges, let's say, 2%. So considering the tax things and other things, we feel that it would be an interest rate parity situation. And then there are there's banking charges as well and other charges as well. Otherwise, if we neglect these banking charges, taxes and other things, then investing money in our local market is better trade-off. Okay, so this is the concept of interest rate parity, which means that if you invest your money in your local market or in the foreign market, although the interest rates are different in the currencies or markets, but still the end result is almost same or exactly same. That's the interest rate parity. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe.